What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Mr. Randomir, welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's staying safe. Today, I've got a little video for you guys and girls. And basically, I want to talk about the transfer, which is tomorrow. You have to excuse me, I just made a 12-minute video and then got video bombed the shit out of by someone. I was just like, yo, if I'm cancelling the call, it means I'm fucking busy. But anyway, yeah, cheers for that. Right. Tomorrow, transfer a day. Fuck me, I can't even talk. Basically, what I want to do is sort of give you guys a couple of little tips and tricks as to say things you should be aware of. And also to mention that I will probably be online most of tomorrow. My Discord is open. I'll also, feel free to make a comment on the video if you get stuck, got any questions, anything that I can kind of help you out with. Because I know transfer can be a little bit of a worrying time for people, is to say. And I fully understand that because, especially if you're jumping as a group, things can go wrong. Do you know what I mean? So, over here in your settings, as to say, you've got the option for a kingdom transfer. Choose your kingdom. Obviously, depending on where you're going, you'll need to qualify for that kingdom. But you'll also need to make sure that you have sufficient amount of power. I say you fit within the top 50, unless you're paying more. So, as an example, if you fall within the 51, 52, 53 ranking, for example, going down, you'll only have to pay one card to transfer, which is actually only 99p. Cheaper if you use another platform. Anything above that will cost more cards. There are many screenshots out there. I believe there's also one in our Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord, I think you should. We're always chatting over there, helping each other about the game. Link will be in the description. But anyway, so first things first, you'll need to qualify. As to when the time of that is going to be, who fucking knows? Probably about system time, normal time. It's 12 in it, 12-1, something like that. I think it works out of. But you will be informed. Everyone's going to be talking about it. Like I said, Discord's open. Come and join us if you get stuck. That's what I'm here for. So you'll need to qualify and fall within a certain criteria. Because the thing is, there's conditions of confirmation. Wrong one. There's a limit for the transfer. Depending on the kingdom you're going, there are limits for the amount of P6s that can transfer. Obviously, they're really clamping down on shit like this, and this basically is trying to stop people from full-on invading another kingdom, as to say. But it still happens. It is what it is. So, obviously, some kingdoms have a limit of 20. Like, it's 20 castles to invade a kingdom with. You're not going to get away with that nowadays, depending on who they are. But, yeah, sure. So obviously make sure that you're not trying to jump into a kingdom that has a very low limit amount if your base power and everything else is not high enough. First little added on tip that I wanted to sort of throw in there very quickly. If you haven't already started to disassemble, demolish, whatever you want to call it, your civilization mine, you should already be doing that. It takes 10 hours. I've seen so many people flap out on on transfer day. Fucking someone attacked my civilization mine or whatever. I forgot to cancel it down. Freaking out. Number 2 is don't fuck around and lose your heroes, because if someone's captured your hero, you ain't going nowhere. I can tell you that for sure. So it's always best 3 days before the end of KVK not to fuck around. Just stick a shield on. It's better to be safe than sorry, especially if you've got a plan and you're supposed to be going somewhere. Do you know what I'm saying? The last thing you want is for something so petty or so small that you just forgot to do, or you just didn't play that little bit smarter, and all of your friends transfer and you're left in the same shitty kingdom. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, don't be that person. That's what I'm trying to say. What else was I going to say? Transferring and where you're deciding on going to. Feel free to let me know where you're going, by the way. I haven't exactly opened it up to invite people over to 995. I don't quite play like that in a way. I'm a bit different. I'm alone. I'm just me. That's what I am. But I've got a couple of people coming. I've got a plan in action that I like to do. I'm a man with a plan, regardless. I like to say that, and I'm especially a man of my word, and I keep my word no matter what I fucking say. So whoever's watching this video, if I've said something to you, I fucking mean it. But anyway, moving swiftly on. That was a little dig at someone then. But so yeah. But what I really wanted to say is, like, don't sacrifice like playing with friends to go and play with how do I word this, a YouTuber or something like that, or people hear about these Kingdom of Smash and KVKs and stuff like that. It sounds good, but if you realistically, it ain't always as much fun as what it looks. Does that make sense? All day long, I would rather, how do I word this, I would rather play with a weaker bunch of people
but they were nice people, they were my friends, and we had a good laugh, then go and join a kingdom with loads of strong people, with too many egotistical cunts. You're following fucking rules. You got another prick telling you what to do. Don't do this, don't do that. You know, this game is about having fun. So basically what I'm trying to say at the end of the day is find yourself a good group of friends and don't lose them. That's all I'm saying at the end of the day. You know, keep your friends close and, you know, just stick together. Because some people think the grass is greener on the other side. And unfortunately, that's not always the case. So that's what I wanted to say on that particular subject. Keep your friends close in this game because it's, yeah, it's a big part of it. So, before my battery dies and everything else, I want to go through. So, obviously, qualification, make sure that you can get in there. Depending on the power, you will have to delete power. If I wanted to jump, it will cost me a small fortune. Probably take out a mortgage to do it. But I've got ridiculous amounts of power, and power is irrelevant in this game anyway. So, it's easy to delete, and it's easy to build. So, it's nothing. I mean, in my eyes anyway. Might be different for people, but yeah. So, last but not least, conditions and confirmation. So coming up here, you want to make sure that you have green ticks all the way down the board. Okay. As you can see here, currently we've got some red crosses. If you see these here, basically it means that you need to make sure that you're doing the opposite of whatever it says. So, not a member of any alliance, currently a member of alliance, so I would need to leave the alliance. No wounded soldiers that need healing. Make sure my hospital capacity, my hospital is empty, and all the soldiers. You know, if you don't have any fire and iron and you're really stuck or whatever, it's probably a very far-fetched scenario, but like, just fucking delete the troops. If it means you're getting out of that kingdom and going fresh, starting somewhere fresh, just do it. You can always rebuild. You can always rebuild. I will say this so many times. Okay, so no placed civilization fortress is a big one. Again, I've already mentioned that. Mine is currently out at the moment because I'm not going anywhere. The decoration items that can be carried without restriction. So they brought a new rule in regards to if you have a level 70 skin and it's maxed out to 70. For example, I don't actually have one here, but this is a level 100 skin, for example. And if you had this maxed out to level 70 and above, you would actually be able to transfer with, you know, items, for example, skins, avatar frames. The reason why I can't jump, for example, is because I have these silly little, these things. Do you see what I'm saying? Shit like this and this. So if I wanted to jump, I would basically have to give them away or open them. Now, I will also mention, now I thought about this, and I'm sure this would work. So, and please let me know if you think it does or it does. But if you happen to have somebody that you're jumping with and they have a level 70 or above skin, right? Maybe send them, if you want to keep some shit and you can't transfer with it or you don't want to give it away, send it to them. They obviously, you trust them. Do you know what I mean? You know, don't just send it to somebody to trust. They travel with you and they give it back to you when they land. I can't see why that wouldn't work. Let me know, you know, if you think that wouldn't work. But I don't, you know, I'm not going to have that problem. Fortunately enough, castle that's coming across has level 70, has a level 100 skin. So, you know, for me, that doesn't matter. I mean, I think that's quite a good, a little add-on at the same time. But yeah, again, let me know what you think about that. So just to let you know that you cannot transfer with silly little things. If you have them, get rid of them, open them. I mean, if it's stuff like avatar frames, like seriously, like this, like I swear, if I couldn't give it away, which I'm sure I could, and there was an option to disassemble it, I just would, because they're of no value to me. Like literally, you know, I've already given away quite a few as it is. They just happen to just spring up in events every now and then. You just get lucky. Like, do you know what I mean? So yeah, that, you know, just it's not worth, you know, just give it away or give it to someone who's traveling with you. But yeah, other than that, let me know where you guys are going. Stay safe on your transfer. Good luck in your new kingdoms. Let me know how it goes. I'm Mr. Random, and I will catch you peeps later.